Occupants of Nestoil building in Lagos have decried being locked out of their offices with the refusal of the police to vacate the premises, despite a court order. They claim they're not indebted to any bank and should be able to have unimpeded access to their offices. Now, some occupants of the building accuse the court of creating chaos and potentially leading to self-help actions. Well, they spoke against the backdrop of the legal tussle arising from a court judgment that had earlier granted first trustees and FBN Quest powers to appoint receivers for Nestoil Limited. The Nestoil headquarters has been repossessed by FBN Quest Merchant Bank due to a $2 billion debt owed by Nestoil Limited and its affiliate Nestoil Energy Limited. Now, the Court of Appeal has granted a restorative injunction allowing the receiver to take over the building.
This is the first week of December. We have not done proper business since the last week of October. And this is the end of the year, the end of the financial year. We have obligations to both our staff, to both our vendors, both to all the stakeholders. We are not meeting most of them in the last 2 months because of this problem. In fact, I'm supposed to have a meeting with some of our regulators for the past 1.5 months, which I've been unable to access the office premises where the documents are. And without the documents, how do I defend and discuss with the company? So it's a really unfortunate situation, and we need to find a way to resolve this because of, one, it sends a dangerous signal for the ease of doing business in Nigeria.
We've not been able to access our office for many weeks now, almost 2 months, and we really don't understand what is going on here, right? We don't owe any bank. We need access to our office so that we can conduct our business. Every time we come here, we see this thing happening here, and there's no really clear explanation, except that our landlord have told us that we have every right to gain access to our office.
A situation where a court granted an order ex parte, and that order was executed. And the same court now said, look, this order had stayed. By a flution of time, that order has been vacated because an order ex parte ordinarily, it's for 14 days. And after that, the court said, well, this order has lapsed by a flution of time. What should that be? Order has stayed. Go argue your motion on notice. The motion on notice for the layman is to put all parties on notice. You come, argue your case, you come, argue your case. But rather than comply with such order, the funniest part of it, I've never seen this kind of practice in law before. That same order, ex parte order, is taken to the Court of Appeal, and then the Court of Appeal granting that same ex parte order at the Court of Appeal, and now also fixing a date for a motion on notice that is already pending before the Federal High Court. You begin to ask yourself, what is the interest of the court in all of this?
I was advised that the belief of the court had to paste the order we obtained yesterday at the Federal High Court Abuja to serve it and paste it on the premises. So we have 2 beliefs from the Federal High Court who came to serve the order by pasting on the premises, but apparently the police has prevented them from doing so. As you can see, the workers are here because the Federal High Court, in a judgment on the 24th of November, has held that this property belongs to Drug Estate Limited and not Nestoil, and that police should not stop the owner of the property and the other tenants from entering into the premises. And that is the order we wanted to paste here to inform the police that the court has made an order with respect to the property, and there's no order whatsoever authorizing taking possession of these premises, of this building. So it is completely unlawful for police officers who are not even looking at the order to prevent the sheriffs of the court from pasting the order of court on the premises.